So today I thought I'd talk about Pimlico. It's just a station I like, so I thought I'd give it a video. It's on the Victoria line, and uniquely, only the Victoria line. Every other station on the line has an interchange with another, be it underground, overground or national rail. The high number of interchanges is very deliberate. The Victoria line is actually one of the newer lines, first opening in 1968, over 100 years after the first line, the Metropolitan. Since the 1930s, it had become clear that the Underground needed more capacity, and a new tube line was the proposed solution. A number of ideas were proposed, including ones that would have put Norbury, Croydon, Herne Hill and Battersea on the tube map. In the end, Walthamstow to Victoria was settled on, although they also played with terminating at Fulham or Edmonton. It was the first line to actually be constructed entirely by London Underground. All the lines prior to this had been constructed as separate projects by different companies, with no real aim of creating a coherent network. This is why you can get to central London really easily, but getting from, say, Twickenham to Ruislip is hell. In the planning stages, they weren't entirely sure what they were going to call it, and played with several name concepts. I rather like the West End line. They experimented with portmanteau names like Woolwich for Walthamstow and Victoria, and perhaps the greatest missed opportunity, the Viking line for Victoria and King's Cross. Victoria, they decided in the end, just sounded right. The new line was to be incredibly modern and would be the first line to make use of automatic train operation. However, early passengers reacted negatively to the sight of a tube train barrelling into the station with no driver, so now the trains are manned. Oddly enough, this doesn't seem to be a problem on the DLR. The first section of the line opened on the 1st of September 1968, linking Walthamstow Central with Highbury and Islington. This was extended to Warren Street on the 1st of December the same year, and to Victoria on the 7th of March 1969, when it finally had its official opening by the Queen. On the 23rd of July 1971, the final section to Brixton was opened. Pimlico was actually the last station to be opened, on 14th of September 1972. The station had only been approved in June 1968, when construction on the line was already well underway. Architecturally, it's not much to write home about, at least externally. It does have some features of note. This is, of course, the station for the Tate Britain, and it has this rather lovely tiled mural recreating some of the great works housed therein, if you want to save yourself some time. It also has several examples of unusual roundels. The first two are here at the main entrance, this one in the ceiling and this one in the floor. And then there's these backlit roundels. These were originally all over the Victoria line, but now only Pimlico retains them. And how about this? This is actually a ventilation shaft from the station designed by Edoardo Paolozzi, better known on the Underground for his tiled murals at Tottenham Court Road. So that's Pimlico. As stations go, it's not much, but I like it. It's a contrast from the bustle of the other stations on the line, and it's certainly not without its charms for the tube nerd. Hi all. Hope you enjoyed this singular episode of Tales from the Tube. If you did, please do like, share, and even leave a comment if you're so inclined. I'm posting new videos every Friday, so if you enjoyed this, then there's more coming if you subscribe. And I'll see you again next week for another Tale from the Tube.